Hi friends, welcome to this week's vlog. So it's September 4th. I was supposed to start this vlog I think on the 30th, but I was in LA. I forgot my vlogging camera. It was a trifecta of things that came together for me to not have made an intro for this vlog. Basically, I was rushing like a mad chicken on whatever day it was that I left for LA. I didn't do my nails. I barely had enough time to do my hair and my makeup. I was basically going directly to the event from the airport. Not really. I did stop at my hotel and drop my stuff off and touch up my makeup, but I basically had to be ready before I got there. So it was a mad dash. I had to make sure I had everything, had to make sure that all of my stuff that was in my carry-on was in the proper place. You know, I get mad anxiety about traveling and all that stuff. So anyway, I didn't bring my vlog camera. I did vlogging on my phone. So basically this is me introing this. I went to Disneyland. I went to Venice Beach. I went to Malibu. I went to the Waldorf. I filmed a little in my hotel, which was the 60 in Beverly Hills. I filmed a little at the party, the Honeymoon Glow launch event. And yeah, just a little bit around LA. So yeah, I'm basically gonna talk you through those clips. I'm gonna insert them here and there. Well, not really here and there. I'm going to insert them and then kind of either dub over me talking about what's going on or like a clip of me actually discussing it. So that's what's happening now. So let's okay, so I didn't intro anything at all. In this first clip, I'm gonna be showing you around my hotel room. I stayed at the 60 in Beverly Hills. It was super nice. The beds were super comfortable. But anyway, here's my hotel room tour. So this is my hotel. Got the cheeky little bathroom with the glass shower, and then the bedroom, which is freaking fancy with that thing that I don't know what the technical term is for it. And there's a desk and a TV and all of my stuff strewn everywhere. And also Farmacy left me this cute little basket with my name on it. Oh, they gave me 2 eye creams, a mini green clean, I think it's a mini anyway, and 2 honey butters, which I've never tried the honey butter, so I'm excited about that. And then 3 sheet masks, and I don't know what this is. Dr. Perfect. But yeah, I'm really excited to sleep in this room. It's so pretty, and I've got a lovely view of Wells Fargo. Oh wait, I've got a balcony. I can go outside. Fancy that. Okay guys, now I'm going to be transitioning into the footage from the Honeymoon Glow launch event. That's me sitting on a super posh bathtub in the Waldorf Astoria suite where the launch event was held. These are some of the things that were there. This is the food table. This is the little photo shoot situation they had outside. It was super cute. This is an embossing station where they were making luggage tags for everyone. It was a really adorable setup. And this was one of the special drinks they had. It was really good. This is a couch in the main room of the suite. We were all sitting around just talking. That is my new friend Christine and me standing on the balcony. This is the couch that was on that balcony with an amazing view of the hills. That is Christine again. I will link her down below. She has a YouTube channel if you want to check her out. Again with the view. And again with the couch. I really liked these couches and these pillows. I thought that they were super cute. And that's a better picture of the little photo situation. They had like a luggage cart. It was really cute. Another view of the hills. It was super pretty. I actually couldn't believe it. And there is the full situation. And a photo taken by probably a professional photographer. Maybe not though. Christine might have taken these.
Like dark haze.
Ame, 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 Maria, go
How cute is this bed, too?
Yes.
I love the Monsterly. Are you hiding?
Did she get that on camera?
This bathtub. It's a shame no one's used it.
No. Top in.
Are you staying here tonight?
Yeah,
just
just
like
like
stay
stay
here.
Do that.
Bell. Yeah, in the pharmacy story.
Mm. So the next day, my husband came and we went and ate delicious vegan food at Mohawk Bend. We went to Griffith Observatory and saw the Hollywood sign. We just, that's more delicious vegan food. That's an Impossible Burger and it's amazing. That's me in the car being like, my hair is awful from the beach wind. And that's us with the Hollywood sign because we are dorky tourists. It was a true highlight of my trip. We went to Disneyland. These are a bunch of pictures from Disneyland. Writing Small World. I've always wanted to go to Disneyland. I'm a big Disney nerd. Absolutely love Disney World. So I always wanted to experience this, and I'm so glad that we carved out time in our trip to go. It was totally worth it. It was so much fun. It was the perfect weather. There weren't really big crowds. I was really surprised. There were like no wait times or anything. That's a Dole Whip. It's so good. And really it was just a magical day. I mean, I know it's the happiest place on earth and it was a very happy day, but it was also super magical. Big props to my husband for taking me there because it was like a 2-hour drive and we were walking for like 14 hours that day, but it was amazing. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend going if you've never been and you're ever in the LA area. It's totally a magical experience. This is really another example of how bad I am at vlogging. I remembered that I should be vlogging at like 3 p.m. when the parade was happening or whenever the parade happens. So yeah, this is basically the Disney Pixar Fest parade, I think is what it was called. That's Bing Bong. I love Bing Bong. He's from, why can't I remember the name of that movie? Anyway, Okay, so for a little background on this is Thunder Mountain. If you've never ridden Thunder Mountain, it's pretty fun. My husband had never ridden Thunder Mountain, and he really doesn't like roller coasters. So I decided that we needed to go on it because Thunder Mountain is like the babiest of all roller coasters. It doesn't have any upside downs or turns or big drops or anything like that. Like it's a really, really chill roller coaster. It just kind of goes a little bit fast, but I feel like it's pretty suitable to all types of people, and it's also like really fun. They have this in Disney World and Disneyland, but it's just sort of like a thrill for those who don't want an extreme thrill, I guess. Like it's not the same as Splash Mountain or Space Mountain. And my husband would absolutely never in his life be caught dead on either of those rides. So I had to take advantage of what I could get out of him because he wouldn't even ride Pirates of the Caribbean. The Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland has 2 drops. He does not like the feeling of dropping. So I am extremely grateful that he at least rode this with me. But yeah, it was super fun. He had a good time. I am convinced that he liked it and that he would totally ride it again. So yeah, back to Thunder Mountain.
That was fun.
So beautiful here.
Yeah, your brain's like going crazy.
Oh.
See?
Stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your pirate ship. And do you want your children? See you next.
It's pretty adorable.
Come on, everybody, here we go!
Right.
It is bright.
With folks that go find a shop and lots of
Okay, so now I'm just gonna include a bunch of clips that I took around Disneyland. Honestly, like, I know Disney's not everyone's thing, but Disney is impeccable at their execution of like design. Everything in Disney is so cute and it's so well done and it looks perfect. So I had to film some. It was quite crowded, so there were a lot of people, but whatever. Just fast forward if you don't want to see this part. Okay, so now I'm just inserting random footage that doesn't really have any context because I didn't talk over it, so I'm going to talk to you here and now. These were a bunch of things at Disneyland. Most of them weren't that interesting. Like this ride was lame, like really lame. I don't even know what it's called. It's a Finding Nemo thing, and Corey and I were both like, what even is this? But it was a really long wait and I didn't love it. And this is Downtown Disney at night. It was really cold. At that point, it was like in the 60s and I was freezing, and there's Sephora because Sephora. Okay, so now we are in Venice Beach. I don't really know where Venice Beach is technically located in relation to LA. I think it's in LA. It's part of Los Angeles County. But this is what it looks like. It's a pretty nice beach. There were tons of people there, and it was actually quite cold despite being California and being really sunny. But the sand on the beach was like scorching hot. I literally thought that the bottoms of my feet were gonna melt off. And I didn't bring like proper flip-flops. I just brought my Birkenstocks, and I really didn't want to get them all wet and sandy and gross, which I did the day before at a beach, or like 2 days before. I think the day before this we went to Disneyland, but we had previously gone to a beach and I got sand all up in my Birkenstocks and they were really, really hard to walk in. So I just decided to ditch them at the next beach. And yeah, it literally almost burnt the bottoms of my feet off. It was actually worse in Malibu, but it was probably because it was later in the day. Anyway, this is the beach. It was really cool to see the ocean. I haven't been to a beach in quite a long time, but these beaches are different than the ones that I'm used to. I'm used to going to the beach in Florida where the water is really warm and the sand is really white, and it's like, beach towns there where people go to lay on the beach and stay at hotels on the beach. It's not really like that in California, at least not at the beaches that I saw. I didn't see any sea lions. I think we were too far south, but it was still really pretty. And it was really, really nice to see the ocean and the birds. I really like seeing seagulls and hearing all of their sounds. It's super nice. And it was really smoggy, if you can't tell. LA should be called the city of smog, or the city of never ending honking horns, or the city of never ending traffic, because it has 100% all of those things all of the time. And there's a seagull on a trash can. It's actually pretty cold here, despite it being a beach. Except the sand is hot. I'd like a frozen lemonade. Yeah. No. Do they take credit cards? So these were taken on our drive to Malibu. We went to Malibu after we went to Venice Beach, and we stayed there for the rest of the day. We ate dinner at Malibu Farm. It was really, really beautiful there. Probably the most bougie place I've ever been in my entire life. There were definitely some extremely multi-million-dollar houses sat atop those cliffs, and it was a really beautiful place. Corey, where are we?
Malibu.
Where?
Malibu, I believe.
There are lots of dead fish in this water. Killed it. We actually ate on this pier that I'm showing you. We didn't eat at that end. The restaurant down there is actually like the same restaurant that we ate at. It's called Malibu Farm, and it was really, really good. So if you're ever in Malibu, I definitely recommend. Looks like you're an Instagram model.
Someone's about to make
And yeah, that was really it for my California adventure. How funny is that that's the other Disneyland park name? No, I had never really been to California before. I mean, I have, like, we drove through California on a road trip when we were moving back from Seattle. We just drove all the way down the coast into LA and then over, and we stayed in Sedona for like 5 days. But this was my first time like flying into LAX and experiencing that and experiencing LA and the traffic. We went to Griffith Observatory and we did a bunch of touristy things. I went to that crazy event, which was really like bougie and fancy, or it felt that way. Everybody was really nice. But yeah, like I was not prepared for how expensive it is to park there. Like, we rented a car because we were driving all over the place. Like, we stayed in LA and we drove to Anaheim, to Disneyland. We drove to Malibu. We drove to Venice Beach. We drove to Manhattan Beach. We drove all over the place. I mean, we probably spent like $500 in gas. We accidentally rented a luxury car too, so that was awesome. It was actually a really nice car. I really enjoyed it. My favorite part by far was Disneyland. I would say probably next to the party. The party was amazing. I still can't believe I was invited to that. It was amazing. The girls at Farmacy, they're a 3-person team and they are amazing. They're so sweet. I love them. And I'm just so thrilled that they thought to invite me. It was just such a surreal experience. It was so much fun. I feel like I carried myself well. I was really nervous because I'm such a regular person, you know? I'm this little Kentucky person that never does really exciting fancy things. And anyway, that was probably my favorite, closely followed by Disneyland, closely followed by experiencing the sunset in Malibu on our last day. Overall, the trip was a lot of fun. I hate LA traffic so much. I had no idea. Like, you legitimately cannot understand how bad LA traffic is unless you live there or have been there. I mean, we lived in Seattle for a while, it's a long story. My husband full-time lived in Seattle for like 7 months, and traffic there is bad, but it's not nearly as bad as LA. Denver's traffic is awful, but it's not nearly as bad as LA. Like, I've literally never experienced such bad traffic in my life, and I never believed anyone. I was just like, oh, it can't be that bad. But literally, their traffic at 10 p.m. on a Wednesday is the same as peak rush hour where I live. Like, it's insane. I loved Beverly Hills. We ate at this restaurant called Mohawk Bend. It was amazing. They have these things called Impossible Burgers, which are around in other places. They actually don't have them where I live anywhere, but they are amazing. They're vegan and you can't tell. They have some type of like isolated hemoglobin property or something in them. I don't know. My husband can explain it. I can't. They were amazing though. The restaurant we ate brunch at with Farmacy avec nous, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, don't quote me. It was amazing. There was this restaurant that we ate breakfast at that I can't remember the name of. It was on Hollywood Boulevard. It was amazing. The Griffith Observatory was really cool. Basically everything we did there was cool. We had such a good time. We were dead every night, especially the day we went to Disneyland. When we got back to the hotel, we were so dead. We just fell into the bed and fell asleep. I'm just kidding. I did my skincare routine. I'm so proud of myself because I was so tired. We literally walked like 15 miles that day, which someone needs to tell me how you can walk 15 miles only having gone to Disneyland, because Disneyland is tiny. So I'm still perplexed by that. But that was such a fun day. I don't regret that at all. It was kind of expensive. It was like $145 per person to go just for that one day, but I don't regret it at all. It was such a good time. We ate so many snacks. I wish we could go back right now. What else did we do? What else was fun? The flight back, there are no direct flights from here to LA. Oh, I want to tell you about my experience flying to LA. It was awful. If you follow me on Instagram, you got a sneak peek. I was basically storying the whole time because I was freaking out. But I flew American. It was my very first time flying. Farmacy booked my flight. I had no idea the details on my flight. But anyway, on the first leg, there are no direct flights from here to there and vice versa. I was only allowed one carry-on. So I had my backpack and my suitcase because I wasn't planning on checking a bag, because one, you have to pay to check your bags on American, and two, I didn't want to risk them losing my stuff because my luggage would have had to been transferred. It just didn't seem practical to me. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna bring 2 personal items, that's fine. Come to find out, they only allow 1 personal item for economy class flyers. And I was, of course, economy class. And it's not even like an overhead bin space. It has to fit under the seat in front of you. So what they did was they valeted my bag, which actually I ended up enjoying. I didn't have to worry about pulling it off of the overhead bins after we were getting off the plane. It was just basically waiting for me at the end of the jet bridge. So that was fine. I really didn't understand what was happening at first. Like, I was really not clear on the details, and that really bothered me. I am a big fan of transparency. I am a planner. I don't like surprises. And that was a big surprise to me, and I freaked out. I texted my husband about 7,000 times, like, saying they're taking my bag, they're gonna lose my dress, I'm not going to have my outfit for tonight, I'm not gonna have any of my makeup. I had my Gucci bag, which was the purse that I brought with me, was in my suitcase because you're only allowed 2 items. Actually, you're only allowed 1 item. So I had to like shift everything around so that everything that I needed, except my dress would not fit in my backpack, but I had like my makeup, my brushes, my skincare, my bag, all of those were in my backpack. So if they did lose my bag, I at least would look okay from the neck up. But yeah, I was really frustrated with that. And then when I got on that flight, like I gave them my bag, it was fine. I get to my seat, which I had paid for, because when I checked into the flight, there were no just regular seats left. You couldn't just pick one, you had to pay for one. So I paid for my seat on both flights, and I got on, I went to my aisle, there was someone sitting in my seat, and it was a pilot. He wasn't flying that plane, obviously, but he was a staff member flying somewhere else so we could go fly another plane. And I am not a confrontational person. So I just sat down next to him and I was like, fine, I guess I'm gonna accept this. I don't get a window seat, it's fine. The flight attendant that was stationed like back at my end, because I was at the very back of the plane. It was a tiny plane too. She took pity on me. I think she knew that he had stolen my seat because she knew him. And she moved me back to an empty row, so I got a row to myself, but it was right behind his row. And she and the other flight attendant basically congregated around him and talked the entire time. So it was a really disturbing experience all around. I really was not pleased with that. I'm used to like sort of not calm flights, but I don't like it when people are standing in the aisles. It really freaks me out for some reason. And having those 2 flight attendants standing right in front of me on this tiny plane where I couldn't see anything, it was just freaking me out. I didn't like it at all. It was like a 2-hour flight. It was fine. I got off, I got my bag. I was in Dallas. It was a mad dash to my other terminal. I was like all the way around the airport, which if you've ever been to Dallas Fort Worth, that airport is massive. It's huge. So I got to my gate literally right in time to board. American's boarding system also, can we talk about that? It's awful. They literally just like call all these numbers, and number 6 seems to be the most populated area, or the most populated section for people. And so it was literally just a bottleneck of like 400 people trying to get on this plane. Even though we all had assigned seating, it really was annoying to me. I was like, okay, we're all rushing to get in here so that we can go to the seats that we've already picked. It didn't make any sense to me, but you know, we got on. I was really confused about the valet system for the luggage, and they were like, we don't valet here. And I was like, okay, great. Are they gonna take my suitcase away again. I don't know what's going on. They were very unclear about that, but they let me keep it. There was room overhead for luggage that time, so that was cool. That flight was fine. It was whatever. I sat next to two older women that literally would not talk to me at all. Not that I'm a huge talker, but like I was really nervous, and when I'm nervous, I talk a lot. So that flight ended, I got there, it was fine. I got off. It took me a while to figure out where rideshare happened. And then I got in the car with this Uber driver that was so angry, you guys. I've never experienced this, but apparently it's normal in LA for Uber drivers to be like, I don't want to say crazy because that's a mean word, but this guy was literally like, he would look back and be like, do you know what side of the road your hotel's on? Do you know where it's at? Do you know like what is happening around it? He was asking me all these questions about the location of my hotel, and every time I was like, I have never been here ever in my life. And he was like gripping the steering wheel so hard you could hear it squeaking. He was honking. He was honking at people. He was cutting in front of people. Like, he was driving like a madman. And then my friend told me that she's been in a wreck with an Uber driver in LA before. I was like, what the heck? That does not happen where I live, ever. I've never had a bad experience with an Uber driver ever. But this guy had almost 5 stars. So naturally, I did not give him 1 star. I gave him 3 stars, and I tipped him well because I always do that. But yeah, then I got to my hotel, I got ready, I was so nervous. Oh my God, I don't think that I was even that nervous before I got married. Like, I don't remember even really being nervous before I got married. This was objectively the most nervous I think I've ever been in my life. Like, I almost didn't go. It was so hard to force myself out the door. I had to be there early because they were filming an interview with me for their IGTV channel, which is up now if you want to go look at it. It's on Farmacy Beauty's IG or Instagram. I don't ever really call it IG, but I did just then. So I had to get there early. I met the girls. It was great. It was so much fun. I can't believe I was so nervous. It was great. And yeah, my flight home was uneventful. It was early. We had to be I had to get up at like 5:30 to get ready. We had to leave to go to the airport at 6:30. And we got there about an hour and a half before our flight left. Security was a breeze. We flew Southwest on the way home, and we seriously were through security in less than 10 minutes, I think. Probably 5 minutes or under, which I was very surprised at. But it seemed like every terminal had their own security, so it wasn't like you went through one general security gate, which makes it way better in my opinion. But yeah, it was uneventful. We had a layover in Phoenix, and we got home around 6:30, and my parents took us out to eat, and now we are, oh yeah, we had yesterday, which was Labor Day, which was my catch-up day. I just caught up on emails and correspondence and things. And now I'm here, and I'm gonna end the vlog today probably. I am gonna go to Target. I might try my hand at bringing my camera with me to a public place and like talking maybe. I don't know. That seems really scary, but I might try. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this. If you did, I know that it was probably the weirdest vlog you've ever seen in your life. I was not a good vlogger while I was there. I am going to Disney World in 2 months, which I plan to vlog. My whole family's going for Thanksgiving. Well, not really my whole family. It's gonna be me, my mom, my dad, my husband, my brother, and my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law has never gone with us, so I'm really excited. And I am gonna vlog that, and hopefully we'll get another weekend trip in here soon. So I'll have that to vlog. But what I have planned for this coming week is I'm gonna decorate my house for fall, and I'm gonna take you along and show you all of my decorations. I'm probably not gonna buy that much, but just like stuff that I got last year, and I'm gonna show you all the things. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you sent me congratulations or sweet words about my event, thank you. It warms my heart. It was such, like, I overflowed that day. I was so happy. Everybody, like, I have never gotten, I mean, aside from my wedding day, I don't think I've ever gotten so many congratulations. Like, inspiring words in my whole life. It was so nice. Everybody is so lovely. I've never been more in love with my friends on here ever. So yeah, now I'm actually gonna leave you. I might take this to Target, I might not. We'll see. Bye. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, consider it. Thanks. Bye.